All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Pinar Ormeci. I'm the CEO of Timus Networks. Welcome to my 7-minute podcast. With me, I have Ali Johnston. She's the founder and CEO of Bel Tech Services. And our goal here is just to have a short chat about the MSP market, MSPs in general, their pain points and opportunities, and we'll take it from here. Hey, Ali, how are you?
Hi, Pinar. Good to see you. I'm doing well.
Good to see you. So, are you done with your Christmas shopping yet?
It's a sore subject in the Johnston household. No, it hasn't begun yet. So I'll be very busy tomorrow. Let's put it that way.
I know I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, but I must say I love the holiday season. It's just like the energy somehow changes right before we go into cold January in the East Coast. I know you're in Florida, so it's better
Yeah.
for you, but in here it's really cold. Okay, so I'll start asking my questions because this is a short podcast. I know that you're doing really well year over year with Bel Tech Services. And one question I have for you is, what do you think it takes for an MSP to have that significant growth year over year?
Well, for me, it was actually getting these partnerships set up with the different vendors. Why is that helpful? Well, because my partners, we help each other. So I haven't picked people that or I haven't picked vendors that are just there on paper for me. They're there for, marketing and helping to build me up just as much as I help build them up. So that partnership is where I think there's some real value. Of course, there's other pieces to that puzzle, but that's one of the main components.
That actually brings me to my next question that I was planning to ask you. What are some of the things that you look for in your vendor partners before you go into hopefully a long-term relationship with them?
Well, it's I'm personally handpicking all of these, and I think that I put a lot of thought into it. It does not, I don't just decide to partner with someone willy-nilly. So it has to be, the company has to align with my values. I've met some, there's some cultures that just aren't company cultures that just don't align. And so that's one of the factors. Of course, the product has to be excellent. And I say excellent, not good, not great. It has to be excellent. And then along the lines with everything else, yeah, their support has to be great. I think that there's some there's some platforms that I have reviewed and they just don't have the marketing material. So I would say that, some sort of a portal, some sort of a way to get the message out without me sending it, pushing it back to my marketing department. So we need the marketing materials and we need that relationship, the the symbiotic relationship, not just, oh, I'm out there selling your stuff. No, no, no. We're working together to get this, to get this done. So the partner portal, the relationship,
The
of
product.
course, the product. Yeah. So that would be those are my top three.
Yeah, and it certainly makes sense. For example, from our side, of course, we are an MSP only vendor, and one of the things that, as the CEO, I really uh, push is this partner craziness, right? Because our goal is really to create a product ultimately that is loved by our MSP partners because we don't sell direct, and also create long-term partnerships. We are not here to do transactional, hey, this is the solution, go and use it. And to your point, enablement post partnership is absolutely critical. And I guess that's now I have to ask it, what do you think about Timus as a partner?
Well, I think you guys are great. You checked all the boxes, that's for sure. So we've got a great relationship. Look at us here on this podcast. I love that. Let's talk. Let's be open about what's helping us both be successful. And I think that it helps. It's going to help other MSPs too. Your support is awesome. I can't speak enough about that. And if you don't mind, I have a quick story if you want to hear it about
Absolutely, that's awesome.
a pretty good win. We just implemented Timus for another customer here at Bel Tech, and they've been having trouble with brute force attacks and all kinds of login issues in their Office 365 environment. We put on Timus, and I have everything locked down, so they really can't log in from anywhere else other than the United States. And so now the holidays are here, people are traveling, and their employees are traveling, and I've got things locked down. They can't log in from, anywhere else. So I said, log into Timus, get it going. And that was it. That was the problem solved. And they're really happy. So I was so excited to see that Timus, yeah, it works. It does all this stuff. We can go to Starbucks. We feel comfortable. We've got a VPN. Our web page, our web pages are filtered. But just knowing that now I can really lock things down that tight, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, that is one of the most liked use cases that MSPs love, being able to control access to the SaaS apps or anything else really with the static IP, of course, of the dedicated gateway. So that's a great story. Thanks for sharing that. One final question, and I know that we are both two females here, and it's not a sight neither of us see often. I've been in the tech industry myself 20+ years now. You also, as a female CEO of an MSP, what has your experience been like? What are some of the challenges and the triumphs that you've seen as a female in this industry?
So same thing, 2 decades in this space, and in the beginning, of course, it was very tough, and I was much younger, and wasn't as wise as I am now. And so as I grew up through the ranks, it became it's always been tough. I mean, it's a male-dominated field. We're going into 2024, and it still is.
Yeah.
I think where I have found tremendous success is in the women's groups that I'm involved in, whether it's a national group or a local group, especially the women in security or the women in tech. We need a safe space to talk because we all have the same stories. Maybe not exactly the same, but we have similar stories, Pinar.
And themes, right?
Yeah, it's tough. I'll give you a short example. I go to a lot of conferences. I'm at a conference, I'm waiting in line for my coffee, and the gentleman in front of me, very nice, is like, oh, are you a vendor? And I says, well, no, I'm here as an MSP. I'm an attendee just like you. Little things like that people just don't, he didn't mean anything by it, but it's a story and it makes you feel, okay, no, I'm here, I belong here. Yeah. So those kind of things, but you get used to it, you get past it, and it has boosted me up. I mean, you have to have that confidence, right? Because if you don't walk into that room with confidence, no one's going to listen to you or look at you. And I've had that happen too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll share a very similar story myself before we close it up. But I have been in meetings where nobody knew each other, and even though I'm the most senior leader from my side, let's say, people would shake all the men's hands before they come to me because they thought I was like the most junior person versus I was the decision maker in the room actually. But yeah, so I think it's the nature of the beast if you work in a male-dominated industry, and hopefully we are doing things about it. Certainly, I'm a big champion of DEI, and then I know that you are as well. Ali, thanks so much for your time, and good luck for the Christmas shopping. Lovely to see you as always. Thank you.
You too, Pinar. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.